Okay, it's Thursday. The end of the week is in sight for a lot of folks. So happy Thursday or Thursday, named after Thor, the god of thunder. When it's complete, I will. I shall. I actually, Moira, um, messaged Jonathan today and let him know that I got actually 4 canvases yesterday. Michael's has the sale going. Wasn't too bad for especially around the size and this type of canvas. It's a gallery style. And they had them on sale, buy two, get two free. I went for went in for a single paintbrush, Moira. I came out with 4 canvas and the paintbrush. Look on Shan's face when I walked up to the car. I was just like, those aren't paintbrushes. So, but yeah, thanks for being here. And yeah, beautiful day here. I hope a lot of my fellow peeps are doing all right, staying warm, still have your power on. I hear the Midwest and the East, parts of the East are getting smacked really good with some crazy weather, including my friends and family back home. So I hope everybody is doing well. Um, so I came across a tarot spread while looking at my Pinterest boards, and it's cool. It's called the Four Powers of the Sphinx, and there was no credit given or attached to the spread, so I can't give creds, but I thought it was a pretty cool spread, and I thought I would do something fun today. And hey, Jackie B and Miss Jackie B, if you're nasty, what's up, girl? And you are going with your lives. You keep going, girl. You're doing great. And Julie is here. Hey, Julie, how's it going? Can't just buy. Usually it's more that, when I go in for one thing, I get multiples instead of multiple brushes. I walk in for a brush and I come out with 4 canvas. What can I say? I'm looking forward to painting with them. And Irene is here. Hello, Irene. And so I brought also to do the readings 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly 5 decks. I'll mention them as I get going here because it is 4 cards plus one, and I was going to add maybe a court card to boot. We'll see how things go. I like to play, have fun, see how things work, and if they don't work, and then we don't do that again on others' channel. Hello, thankful it is Christina. I hope I remember correctly, Christina. You're getting hit hard with snow. Oh my goodness, I don't know where you're at, but oh, I've been there. We suffered with an ice storm back in 2008 when we were in New Hampshire. A week without power. Oh goodness gracious, I don't even want to remember that. It was horrific. It took well over a week. Hannah, I was hoping you might pop in. It was around the time, for it's the same time for Sacred Feminine, so I was hoping you might pop in. And thank you, Hannah. And you know what I mean. I appreciate you very much. That was very kind of you. So let me know if you would like, a reading today with the tarot spread that I brought. I appreciated your kindness the other day. And there's always lots of decks. And you just go with the flow. Yep. It's late, but is it 10 o'clock your time, I believe, in Germany? Because I think when you used to join us for Sacred Feminine, it was like an extra 5 hours ahead of time. Unless Germany's an extra hour, I'm not sure from my heart. I'm glad I have my little piece of paper here. Thank you so much. Every little bit helps, and I appreciate that because I know a lot of us are struggling, my dear. So it's 11 o'clock your time. Okay, so we have let me back up because I don't want to miss any knees popping in. Thankful, are you in Kakaka? Kakaka. I know what the word kaka means, but not kakaka. Kakaka. All righty. So everyone's saying hello. Oh, it's Sahita. Sahita. So I learned somebody else's name. Let me write thankful here on my piece of paper. Thankful is Sahita. All righty. Okay. So we have Jackie. Miss Jackie. Moira. So we'll see how this goes. I pulled the cards for myself yesterday. I did the spread, and it was quite interesting. And I'll share one of the cards. So we have Julie. And let's see, everyone's staying safe. Michigan, Burr. Yes. My sister used to be, her husband and her first husband and her used to live in Taos Bay because he was in the Coast Guard. You are safe except for the mold. Oh, jeez. So when I did the spread yesterday, this is going to be something funny. So there is one of the cards is to will, and it has to do with the element of fire. And so it says, what is it I truly desire? And I don't know how many people are familiar with the show that was on Fox a few years ago called Lucifer. It was a great show. It was a cop drama. It had a lot of humor in it, different take on the whole idea of the devil. Tom Ellis was just amazing, as we call him Lucy. And so when I saw that, I was like, oh, what do I truly desire? And I thought of him for a second. Then I started, would you not believe I got the devil card? Thinking just before I started shuffling, thinking about the show. So yeah, I thought that was hysterical. I think Spirit was having fun with me, but it made sense though. You've been working with the soul cards. Yes, I think I saw those recently on somebody's channel. They were doing, so I think it was Lennon Smith. I've been trying to catch up with channels. And so, seeing that I'm mentioning her name, I'm excited. I don't know if anyone saw, but this coming Sunday for my poetry show, Lennon Smith, the poet extraordinaire. She has a channel. She talks about witchcraft, magic, tarot. Her writing. She's got several books in publication through Amazon. So she joined me and Karen once before on my old channel for the Mystic Poet Society, and she's joining me this Sunday on my individual Indigo Poetica. So I'm excited to have her joining me this Sunday. All righty. Hottest devil card, Light Seers. Oh yeah, I've seen that. And so Irene, let me put you down. I got my little scrap paper here. They didn't even have the highway snowplow. Yeah, sometimes, at least in Buffalo, they're out starting before, because Buffalonians don't play around. Let me tell you, in the snow. Let's see. It is so magical. I just thought, hey, I'm not too tired. Would love to meet Heather. The next moment, the notification came in. Let's see. So, alrighty. So I have my decks that I brought with me today is When Women Had Wings. I have my Mannerist deck with that type of really beautiful art. I have my Baroque tarot with me. And of course, because it's the 4 powers of the Sphinx, I did bring my Emerald Papyrus, which I will be using for everybody's reading for the number 5 position, which I will get to. And let me know which deck you would like me to use. Okay, so simply, I am going to address this right now. I do not read for third party. These are going to be themed style readings today. Welcome to my channel. I always like to see new people, but I don't do third party, sweetheart. And that means is that I don't have permission to tap into somebody's other person's energy to see what they're feeling, thinking, without their permission. So I'm just going to state that right out. So I'm doing something called the Four Powers of the Sphinx tarot spread. And the first card, the first position is to know. And it's what do I need to know or learn in order to achieve success? The second position is to will. What is it I truly desire? And where do I, where do I direct my energy? Number 3 position is to dare, which is associated with water. What must I dare to undertake? And what must I face without fear? Number 4 is to keep silent. So it's the to know, to will, to dare, to keep silent. And then 5, which is to go, which is spirit. But for number 4, it's what I should protect and keep to myself at this time. And of course, number 5 is to go, which is what am I becoming through this process? So those are the 4 or the 5 prompts. And so let's get this started. And Jackie is the first. So let me know, Jackie, which deck do you have a and hello, Richleen, good to see you. So Jackie, do you prefer a certain deck? And let's see, what did like 5? I don't understand what Ritik is, my dear. I know that you are her, but I don't have permission to tap into his energy to answer that. Let's see. So I hope I'm not confusing our conversation here, but again, I always love new people in chat. So Jackie B, do you have a specific deck? Pitch one. Okay, so dealer's choice, right? Oh, for Miss Jackie. I'm going right for the Emerald Papyrus for you, my dear. So let's get a court card. All righty. Okay. Ooh, Priestess of Discs. And I believe Priestess is considered the queen in this deck. And my book is not here, so we are going to wing this one. I could have sworn it was right here. Right here. Hold on a second, my dear. I have this lovely tower of tarot and book goodness. Supposed to keep me organized. Oh, good Lord. Okay, so I'm going to go with the assumption this is the priestess is the queen of discs. So we have, oh my gosh, she's just beautiful. Look at her, Jackie. And so when it comes to the disc, which is the pentacles, it's all about, being grounded, taking care of our home, our health, our sense of security and stability. And I also love how her chest is just opening up and glowing. To me, it's a beautiful image of accepting abundance, being open to the abundance of the universe. And sometimes that's not, not necessarily financial. It's the abundance of having good health, good relationships, a good, solid connection with those that you love, with yourself. So it's a really beautiful card, and I'll hold that right up there. And so, okay, Richleen, I'll add you, see if we have time, because these are long spreads. So we're playing here. We're trying to see how these go. So, all righty. Give me a memento here for your 5 cards. So I need a card to know. What do I need to know or learn in order to achieve success? Oops, well, I can't have 3 cards coming out for that. Yeah, it's pretty cool, Hannah. It's a spin. It was fun putting it together, let me tell you. Okay, to know, which is associated with air. Okay. Number 2 is to will. What is it I truly desire? And where do I need to direct my energy? Sushi! Mama Sushi! How is baby? How is Rowan? I'm sure little Aurora just loves having her little sister with home with you. Your mother, yep. To dare. What must I dare to undertake? And what must I, oh, okay, well, that came right out. And to keep silent. What should I protect and keep to myself? And number 5, to go, which is connected to spirit. What am I becoming through this process? All righty, what do we have here? So let me set this deck here. Take a little bit of room. So to know, what do I need to know or learn in order to achieve success? The 8 of columns, which is the 8 of wands. So Jackie, you are moving. Things are moving fast. Things are progressing forward. I don't know if they're going faster than you anticipated, or things are opening up to you more than anticipated. But just know that things are picking up for you. Your projects, I believe your channel, things in your personal life, things are picking up, things are in flight, and things are moving swiftly. So to will, which is what is it I truly desire? I have the 8 of vessels. And it's also about where do I direct my energy? And you have the 8 of vessels, which is the 8 of cups. So right now it's time to walk away. You are walking away from things that don't fulfill you, things that and this can be, relationships, experiences, maybe old feelings, heavy feelings of what, and it doesn't even have to be heavy feelings. It could just be things are moving so things are moving fast for you. Things are moving forward, and now it's time, okay, for me to take that step forward, leave what no longer fulfills me, what serves me, and heading for those beautiful stars. Look at that. Her feet are in the water. That's the cups, the intuition. So you are on the go, my dear. To dare, what must I dare to undertake, and what must I face without fear? I have the 7 of discs, which is the 7 of pentacles. And that's what you have to face is to have some patience. So even though things are moving forward, there may be some things that you are working on that might take a little longer to manifest for you before you can harvest them. But it's a card of patience and just having that faith, within yourself, with the universe, and knowing that things will come to fruition as soon as they are meant to be, when it's divinely timed, so to speak. Now, to keep silent, what should I protect and keep to myself? And you got the death card. So this is all about rebirth. So there are going to be people that are not going to resonate at all, possibly with your channel, with things within your personal life. So for me, what this is saying is this beautiful rebirth that you're having should only be shared with those that accept you for who you are, And this could also be even for people you may want to hold back sharing too many personal things, even for the ones that you do love and accept who you are. Um, Sometimes when we sometimes share maybe too much to the universe, or throw so much stuff out there into the ether that it can sometimes scramble or redirect that positive energy coming in. So this is something that you can feel within your intuition. Those that is like to know when to be silent. So making sure that this beautiful rebirth that you are going through, only connects with those who deserve to hear it. And when it's the right time. I mean, this could be pressure from people saying, well, when are you going to do this? Or when are you going to reveal this? When are you going to? It's all in your hands, my dear. This is your life, your rebirth, and you'll know when you're ready to share, and with whom. And number 5, to go, which is connected to spirit. What am I becoming through this process? You have the 6 of wings, which is the 6 of swords: success, happiness, achievement, fulfillment. It's a little hard to see on here. I'm even looking at this deck going, wait a minute, what is that? It's kind of hard to see, but it looks like it's the beautiful sand. You got sand dunes and the stars are sparkling all through it. It almost looks like steps, like the path that you came from, or you're coming this way and you're right here now. So what am I becoming through this? Successful, victorious, feeling like you have reached your next mark of achievement. And so beautiful. I love these cards. I love how they came out for you, my dear. And thank you for letting me read for you. Let me make sure I don't put, alrighty, her back. Okay. And there we go. I'm going to take a quick sip. To know when to be silent can be very important. Yeah. I have received, Jackie, I have received that message twice this week from my cards. So that's something I too have to practice myself. Yes. So talking about the weather. And of course, Moira, if charged with a crime, remain silent. Oh, you're welcome, my dear. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. Some people, when they do lives, they say their nose starts to itch or things tingle. For me, for some reason, I start to get gassy. I don't know what it is. So I apologize, everybody. Okay, so Moira, do you have a particular deck that I brought, or dealer's choice, my dear? Give me a hot. Let me know. Give me a hoot. Give me a hoot into the chat. It's supposed to be 1. Oh my goodness. The wind chill. Yeah. My friend Nikki in Buffalo said that they're supposed to have a dealer. Okay. Alrighty. So Moira, I'm going for the Manurist, but your 1 card will come from the Emerald Papyrus. No, I did not separate the court cards from this, but let's see what we get as your significator. Means energy is moving. Yeah. Alrighty, so can I have a clarifier then? A significant, not clarifier, significant for Miss Moira. Ooh. Okay, so to know, what do I need to know or learn in order to achieve success? Alrighty, to will, what is it I truly desire? Where do I need to redirect my energy? Okay. To dare. What must I dare to undertake? I love the second part. What must I face without fear? Oops, my cards are getting turned around. What's going on here? That is so weird. Okay, let's get you turned around. All righty. All right. To keep silent, what should I protect and keep to myself? You've had a good day. That's good to hear, my dear. And to go. Oh, that's right. I'm going to do that last one with the emerald papyrus because it is the Sphinx after all, and this is based on Egyptian hieroglyphics and imagery. And woof. Alrighty. So Moira, your significator today is the Lover's card. Hubba hubba, right? So today your card is signifying that you're in the process of making choices. Decisions need to be made. And it has to do with, of course, relationships, whether they're intimate, platonic, family. But on the forefront today, your significator is acknowledging decisions and choices when it comes to relationships. And this could also very well be relationships with oneself. So that's how we start this reading with. All righty. So to know, what do you need to know in order to achieve success? Oh, girl. High Priestess. Excuse me. So, High Priestess, you already have the wisdom, the knowledge, and the intuition to be able to achieve whatever it is that you set for yourself, whatever goal, event, project, whatever it is. I'm looking at this here for a second. So yeah, to achieve success, you already know you have the wisdom again. This you have that book of wisdom. You there's something else I want to say with this card, Moira, and it's that it feels like working through, because typically, well, you can see the pillars here, they're not as defined in a traditional high priestess, but you have the wisdom and the know-how and the intuition to start peeling back those veils, start looking into your dreams, your visions. And I'm getting automatic writing. Automatic writing just came in. So whatever it is that you're working on, you know that you can achieve with everything that you already have within you. But it feels like portal, not as in, going into another dimension, though it could very well be. But, willing to start looking at your periphery, if that makes sense. It's like, you'll get a glimpse of something in the periphery. So it's like spirit, the veils parting and working towards that. And that's where I'm going to end with that one. Alrighty. So your second card, what is it I truly desire? And where I need to direct my energy? I have the King of Pentacles. And that is, for me, it's saying that, focusing on you being able to provide for yourself. This is an acknowledgement that there is a pride, not an ego, with being able to provide for oneself, to have that independence, but it's also someone who's very open and welcoming, with their home. These guys, or yeah, I was going to say guys, gals, but the energy is about, your capacity to create a safe, secure, stable place, physically, also health wise, but also in the home. Usually the mother, the Queen of Pentacles is like the one that, makes sure everyone's fed, and they got full belly and they're happy and they're content and their needs are met. So does he. And it's funny, Maury, I'm going to make you laugh. The another deck I used to have, the King of Pentacles, Hershey referred to it as a sugar daddy. So, Moira, I don't know if, and this is all in good fun, Moira. So, this may be an individual too that might be coming to help also with finances. It doesn't have to be a male, but also welcoming and accepting, assistance too from another. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm more of the emperor. Okay. Yeah, that was something that Hershey shared one time before, and we had an absolute laugh over it. And if you saw the card, it was from Sasha Graham's House of the Haunt, no, Tarot of the Haunted House, and the way the King of Pentacles was sitting and everything. Yeah, we all had a big laugh out of that. So, Moira, to dare, what must I dare to undertake? What must I face without fear? So, the Nine of Wands. So this card's referring that you're at a place right now where you're feeling a little tired, feeling a little worn out, not quite there yet to the finish line. But yet it still acknowledges that you are strong. You're still standing on your feet and you are still able to direct that. And for me, usually the ones are about inspiration, but for me, this is drawing on the strength that they give that we can hold on to. So, being able to tap into that energy, that strength, holding on to that passion, that sense of willpower, holding on to your integrity, but just showing that there's going to be some adaptability needed, some patience, but to keep hanging in there. I love a sugar daddy though. Hey, you never know. I mean, that King of Pentacles is, also finance. There might be something that comes through where you hear something from somebody that might have needs to owe you money, or something might come through a financial institution or an agreement. But hey, you never know. Hey, girl, yep, smack that sassy. What's going on, boo? So your next card is to keep silent. What should I protect and keep to myself? I got the Page of Pentacles. So this is very interesting. We got some pentacles going on here. So the page is that very, studious. The words coming to my mind is scrupulous, and not in a negative way. This is kind of like for you. It's, you're taking a look at maybe finances, health, and of course, entertainment. I'm just going to throw this in here right now. Not a doctor. Always go see a medical professional, always. But, really taking a look at, I'm feeling this might be like personal matters, home matters, things that you're maybe looking to do with finance, something to do with health, home. I just keep getting drawn back to that because that's something you may want to protect. Our business, what we make, what we spend, what's in our bank account, what we choose to do it with, our interests is ain't nobody's business but our own. So I had a good day. There you go. The tax. So there's your King of Pentacles. You had a good day with your with taxes. That King of Pentacles can very well represent, I'm hoping you're getting some good money back. So that could be exactly where that's coming from with the institution of the government and with the banks. But here, yeah, people don't need to know, keeping, whatever it is that you get, to yourself or to whoever you feel comfortable or safe to. But it's about, being very conscientious and very studious and astute about what you share with others. And then your last card, 5 to go. What am I becoming through this process? Best card for last. You got the Strength card, my dear. So Leo, so I don't know if you said you were a Leo, but you got that kitty cat always in your picture. So what are you becoming through this process? You're gaining strength in yourself, believe in yourself, being able to stand up for oneself. Um, I know that Nine of Wands, things are kind of rough and you're kind of hanging in the balance there. But like again, with the High Priestess and the Strength card, you've got the chops. That's coming. You got the chops to get yourself through this thing that we call life, like Prince would say. But you really are developing more of an inner sense of strength and pride in yourself and everything that you are achieving, no matter how big or small, my dear. You're Pisces, Capricorn. Okay. So that's what I have for you, my dear. Thank you for letting me read for you. So before I take a sip, the next person up is, let me get this deck here, over here, is Julie. And Julie, let me know if you have I have again with me when women had wings. I have my Baroque, I have my Manurist, and I have my Emerald Papyrus. And so if you want one of those decks or a dealer's choice. Strawberries. Ooh, I could go for some strawberry shortcake right now. The food, not the doll. Though I did have the whole collection once. And Shelby is here. Hello, Shelby. How are you doing, my dear? Oh, that's awesome. So, yes, I do private readings where I go more in depth. I'll have a full, excuse me, Celtic Cross. So if anybody is interested, Papyrus, all right, you got it, girl. Please let me know. And Judith is here. Hello, Judith, my dear. So the Emerald Papyrus, Julie, it is. Let's make it so. Number 2, make it so. All righty. Okay. I'm going to look at these court cards today as a oracle, too. How she switched them all up I have no idea. You're going through it, but you're feeling better now. Well, that's good. Goddess of Winds. So we're just going to look at this as goddess energy. Whoa. Before I even, there we go. So that is for what I need to know or learn. So we need, what is it I truly desire? Well, okay. I'm going to take the one that I saw come out first. Let's see. To dare. What must I dare to undertake? What must I face without fear? Alrighty. To keep silent. So what should I protect and keep to myself? Like Stevie Nicks says, I keep my visions to myself. Yeah. It's listening to Enchanted. No, not Enchanted. The Wild Heart. Well, painting today. I was in the mood for some Stevie. Alrighty. And Spirit, what am I becoming through this whole process? If my mods can take care of that, please. Thank you. My mods. I have a troll. Can one of my mods take care of that for me, please? That would be greatly appreciated. Alrighty. Thank you, my dear. And Carolina. What's that song? Nothing could be finer than to wake up in Carolina in the morning. Alrighty. So we are going to start, Julie, with the Goddess of Wings. So for me, this is all, these are swords. And so for me, this is all about, it's interesting how she's kind of shrouded too. and she has those tattoos. So I'm going off on the energy of queen energy here, goddess energy, divine feminine. When it comes to the wings and the swords, this is someone who is clearly defines her boundaries, clearly defines on the direction and path that she's going in. She the decisions that need to be made. I kind of like to with this with the veil, because the decisions are being made with the eyes closed, and your list is acknowledging the use of your intuition, kind of like the high priestess, very much. You're and like the two of swords as well. You're going on by instinct, your intuition, and you're connecting with your higher self. There's this beautiful communication with your whole team, all your guides, including your higher self. So again, this is very much able to communicate, articulate. I'm looking for something else. I got this beautiful little amethyst crystal wanting to be here with me today. I'm getting something with readings, Julie, articulating readings. It's like you're reaching a little deeper and wanting to make decisions on how to approach readings. I know you also write. So it just feels like for me with this card, kind of going behind the veils, going within and sitting in where you want to start refocusing or redirecting communication through your writing, your readings, and communication with others. So I'm just going to put that card down so I don't overkill that. So bye, Judith. Thank you for popping in, my dear. So your first card to know, what do I need to know to learn in order to achieve success? I got the Two of Vessels, the Two of Cups. So this is again relationships. Typically, that's like more like of a intimate lovers like relationship, but this can also be with others. So we're looking at success, being more empathic, working to obtain a more deeper bond and connection with others, yourself included. And when you develop these bonds, these relationships, these more deeper, profound connections, especially too with intuition. Cups are all about your intuition too, and creativity. This is where it's acknowledging and focusing on success. Let me put this card aside. So your next one, what is it I truly desire, where I need to focus my energy? I have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune, dream big, my dear. The Wheel of Fortune turns, in our favor. We turn the wheel where we want to go. So dreaming, planning what it is that you want to achieve, what it is that you desire. Direct your energy in a positive manner. And something to do with karma popped into my head. Like working through letting that go, and now it's time to start spinning that wheel, kind of like I'm seeing like a ship of a wheel, not like a pirate ship, but taking the wheel and directing your course with that Wheel of Fortune. Let me set this here. To dare, what must I dare to undertake? What must I face without fear? So you got the Four of Vessels. So there may be a time when, you're just things aren't you're not emotionally available. Things don't feel like they're emotionally available. It feels like there might be a sense of a lapse of being um, inspired, a lack of interest. And it's saying not to fear this. Sometimes we have to replenish those wells. Those two of cups, that could be very well replenishing your own cup, getting reconnected again with yourself, with your intuition, with your creativity. And of course, that could be coming from the swords, that priestess of swords or that queen of swords. Goddess of wings or swords. So being able to redirect and focusing on oneself. And that when you have those moments where, you feel like the cups are empty, take time for yourself, my dear, and let those cups refill, because, we can't draw from an empty well. And being an artist as well, I've even had moments where one time I went 3 or 4 months without inspired to paint at all. And then one day, boom, I saw an artist and then things took off. So that's something that when you have those moments where, you're just emotionally not there, things aren't flowing, things aren't, you know, coming to you like you would like them to, not to have that fear. And that it's just maybe spirit telling you, it's in your higher self telling you it's time for a refill. To keep silent, what should I protect and keep to myself? I got the temperance card. So if you go into this mode of taking a step back, because here again we got cups are going to be involved with this and water, so you may want to keep that to yourself. There's a sense of getting, balanced again, emotional balance, getting ourselves grounded, getting our footing underneath us. And with that 4 cups, if you need to take a break and you focus on this, again, like before, ain't nobody's business, no explanation needed to be given. And just maintaining that space, that sacred space for yourself. Maybe reworking how, because with the cups, it's usually pouring one into the other, and it's like let's play a little bit, let's refill our cups, let's get grounded and get reconnected and get re-inspired. And also with cups, drinking plenty of water. We all really need to make sure that we take good care of ourselves and we get enough hydration and rest and sleep. So kind of like the card of moderation also. And for your last card to go, what am I becoming through this process? Julie, you like this one. The Magician. And Mr. Thoth himself right there. So in this whole process, you're going to regain all your tools. You're going to be inspired again by your tools. You're going to know what you're going to want to manifest. You're going again, with as above, so below, kind of same thing with that temperance card, foot on the ground. And I know the other one's water as above, but still it's connecting the two different elements together. So as you go through this process, know that when you come out at the end, you are going to have more of a sense of your mastery, of your skills, of, again, your channel, your books, your website, moving forward, and what you're going to be able to delve into and be able to share with people. And maybe even finding that sense of magic again. Again, with that 4 cups, I keep getting driven back to that 4 cups, taking a break so that we can refill our wells, get, grounded, get that energy up and again. And then, wow, you're off to the races, my dear, whatever you want to manifest. So that's what I have for you, Julie. Thank you for reading for me, my dear. So cross off Julie. Whew. Those are a lot of cards. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Having to learn to rest, forcing myself to rest. Good. It's a hard thing, yeah. But you're acknowledging that. And again, when things are all said and done and you get regrouped, you're going to be inspired to start manifesting again. All those tools are going to be like reinvigorated. It's going to be, glowing with, anticipation, with excitement. And it's going to be like, okay, let's start playing. What can we, because art is about playfulness too. You can't take the playfulness out of creativity, the inspiration. So it'll be a nice little burst of inspiration. Let's see. Julie, I would like to give it a try. Oh, okay. That was a conversation. I thought that was a response. So let me just back up a little bit. Amethyst. Yeah, it's a enhanced amethyst, but it's so beautiful. It's so sparkly. It's got little rainbows in it. And I think I found that just before I left New York. That was at actually at Joann's that I used to work at before they closed. So, all righty. Alchemizing. There you go. You're welcome, my dear. You're on the road. And Sandy, hello, sir. How are you? Oh, Heather needs a sip so we can hear it in my voice. Oh. Yep. Oops. Wait a minute. How did that just happen? Okay. Another window pop open. Most definitely. I noticed yesterday I was getting a little stuffy, so making sure I went to bed early last night. I took a airborne tablet, which kind of reminds me of our Flintstones when we were younger. And making sure I got plenty of rest and hydrating. Water. So up next is Irene. So Irene, dealer's choice, or is there a deck that you want? Remember, I have When Women Had Wings, that deck. My Baroque, that beautiful. Everyone thinks of chocolate when they see that. I have my Mannerism, my Papyrus, dealer's choice. Okay, for Irene. Ooh, I'm going for the Baroque. All righty. For Baroque, baby. Yeah, this is the deck that makes people think of, wrapped chocolate. I get it. Okay, so that's going to be our significator for you. Alrighty. Moira, really? Ugh. Oh, too funny. Okay, so from the Emerald Papyrus for the last one. Ooh, all righty. So, Irene, for your significator, we got the 9 of Cups. Here, let me just take this down. And the 9 of Cups, it's that the 9 of Cups is someone who is very content, very satisfied with what they have achieved. They are emotionally, now this, I know you're going to be like, oh, that's not me, but if you take a step back, this is possibly also a goal, a dream that you have. This is the energy surrounding you. So being able to, sit back and say, even though, some of the issues that life is throwing you right now, things you're going through, you can actually, sit back and say that everything that I have has been done through me. I know it's usually like the Nine of Pentacles where we look at our garden and everything we achieved. But for you, that emotional happiness or joy doesn't have to come from money or necessarily prestige. For you, things that bring you joy, that bring you happiness, especially in nature and other things that you enjoy to do. That is what brings you to that sense of content. The emotional contentment. And I know that this also, we can see this as a double meaning to this card. Is this is something that you are striving for. This is what you want to go for. This is something that you are envisioning. So keep putting that out into the universe. But I love that also is acknowledging that when things do go right, when you do find those moments of joy and happiness, that you sit back, embrace that, and take joy in that. Take a sense of, when a day comes to an end, you know that I'm here because of me, if that makes sense. So I'm going to set that aside. So for your first card in the spread, to know, what do I need to know or learn in order to achieve success? I got the Four of Pentacles. So this is something I feel again that you are doing. You are holding onto your savings. You are doing everything you can to save money. And it's not selfish. We all know what you've been mentioning and what you're going through. So yeah, this is a card of not being ashamed of holding on to. So making sure that you are doing your best to keep up on your health, your sense of security, your stability, and finances. But yeah, just keep on saving and doing what you need to do to be able to basically survive. That's the way to success right now, is being able to take in all your resources, hoard all your resources, whatever those may be. Okay. Let me put that there. So, what do you truly desire? Or do I want to direct my energy, girl? I know, Six of Swords. You're looking, to cross that water, to leave the past behind, leave everything that's going on now behind, and just cross that water and to get to the other side. So this is acknowledging that, and to stay on that. There's again the water aspect too. I know there's the swords, which can be a lot of mental anguish and things that we are, trying to leave behind. The ones why they take them on the boat, for me, I think these are the positive thoughts. These are the positive thoughts, ideas, and communication that we're going to take, that you're going to take when you cross over to the other side. And that's interesting how that kind of was said that way. We're talking about the physical, not, the spiritual. I know you have shared there are times when you wish you could be with your loved ones on the other side. So this to me feels like that's still something that you feel that you wish you can do. Sticks, yeah. Lady. So anyway, I was gonna say that's not the right song to go with the word sticks with the band, but lady, yes, striving forward towards, cross those waters to a better shore. I'm sailing away. Yep. Sailing away. Come sail away. Won't you sail away with me? So there you go, girl. You're in control of your of that boat, of your destiny. To dare, what must I dare to undertake? What must I face without fear? So I got a King of Cups here for that. Set an open course for the virgin seas. There you go. I love that. So again, more water. The King of Cups. What should I protect and keep to myself? I'm making sure that I have the right cards here. Yeah. I don't know if this is an individual. I'm feeling that this is an individual. Let me grab my. Oh, where are my pendulums? Dude. Okay. Nope. That's my other amethyst. I have my pendulums right behind here. I should have thought of grabbing. So, oh, hold on, y'all. Because, whoops, I know you have issues with that particular landlord. Let me just see here. This King of Cups. In Irene's reading, is this her? Does this card represent her? No. Does this represent an individual in her life? No. Okay. Or they won't let me. Is this just an energy? Wow, my pendulum is moving in a direction it won't answer. This card doesn't represent you. So Spirit's not letting me. So this King of Cups, this energy, of course, somebody who is emotionally, typically emotionally stable, compassionate, caring, knows how to lead, knows how to care for, with balanced emotion, with compassion and authenticity. But I'm also looking at your next card. What am I becoming through this process? No, wait a minute. No, it's not. Hold on a second, Irene. That's number 5. This is number 4. So this is what you have to face without fear. Okay. I think I know. I had a flirting moment today at the gas station. Oh, okay. Well, girl, you just answer that for me then. Because it wouldn't tell me, I asked if this was you, and it said, no, I said, is this, and it didn't say maybe. It didn't want to give me an answer. So yeah, that King of Cups. The King of Cups are, like the Knights are usually considered flirtatious, but so can a King of Cups be flirtatious. They can be emotionally available, and again, being someone that you can talk to, someone that you can share your feelings with. I like that. Now, what should I protect myself and keep to myself? I need to protect and keep to myself. The 9 of Swords. So right now, things that you are going through, the anxiety, things that are keeping you up, things that bring you sadness, depression, that's something, when it comes to talking about so this is kind of like a double-edged sword too, really, with this one, because you do need to talk to people when those feelings, those anxiety, that depression, that stress gets too much. But I think the cards are saying there's like a time and a place and how much you're putting out there. So right now, certain things, certain aspects that are going on in your life that bring you this type of anxiety, the sense of, I hate constantly saying the word depression, but the sense of worry, maybe putting it out, finding, of course, someone to talk to. You have to have someone to talk to so that these emotions and these things can be processed and out in the open for people to help you with. But I'm looking at this may be holding back from sharing too much, kind of gauging, because sometimes people will come off, as extremely negative or a negative energy. And sometimes that could maybe make people feel drained. and some people put off. So this is a position where you will have to feel this out for yourself. Um, but yeah, just kind of watching exactly how much of your personal life, especially that which is causing you all of this, how much we, you know, keeping what we need to keep to our chest and being able to, share with others. Now, your last card is to go, and it's spirit. What am I becoming through this process? I got judgment. So again, judgment can be also, spiritual enlightenment, having that aha moment, but also releasing judgment of self. Going through this process, there's this going to be this beautiful moment of, for me, this feels like Ma'at too, because she's the one that balances the feather, against the heart, and which allows us to either reincarnate, go on, um, are you, basically, are you allowed to move on and to reincarnate into the next world? So with this here, when I be coming through this process, hopefully less judgmental on yourself and learning to see that there is still beauty in the world, and that, you have that spiritual connection already with your Buddhism. It just feels like if you keep on doing the work, showing up, um, it's acknowledging an awakening that you will have. And that's where I'm going to end. It was fun. Well, if you're talking about that flirty guy, I'm glad it was fun. He laughed. Ain't nothing wrong with some cushion. Oh, Jax, you really do need to make your own deck. I mean, my God, all these ones that people pull with bitch please and all those other, they're going to have nothing on your deck. Let's see. Let me back it up a little bit. Nice, get it, girl. Okay, so there's the flirty moment, and haven't had that happen in decades. Honky tonk man. Oh, wow. That was what my dad used to always love to say. Not a honky tonk man. Let's see. I was really happy to be off the road and alive. The guy says, stay warm. And for some reason I said, oh, I'm always warm. Girl. And you said, and cuddly too? Irene. Oh my goodness, girl. I love it. Yep. He laughed. It was fun. So there you go. Hello, Patricia. How are you doing, my dear? And let's see. I was thinking of going back to the Buddhist thing, all the wealthy by spiritual movement onto another trend. Yeah. You got to watch out for cults and things and stuff. So, yeah. No idea where that came from. Well, Chop would carry water, girl. Let him carry the water. Alrighty. My last read is for Rich Lean. I'm pretty sure Rich Lean is still here. Rich Lean, did you have a deck, particular deck, or do you want me to choose? Let me know. So how do y'all think of this spread? Was this a good spread? Should I keep this in my repertoire? I know it's a lot of cards. Well, not as much as a Celtic spread that sometimes people do. You can choose. Okay. I'm going to go for mine when women had wings. I didn't get to use that one yet. So, all righty. We need a significator for, oops, my Palo Santo fell over. Don't want that all over. There we go. So, significator for Rich Lean. All right. Good night, Hannah. Thank you again, my dear. I know it's late. It's midnight now, your time. So, Thank you for popping in, my dear. It's always nice to see you. And thank you again for your kind donation. I appreciate that. So, Significator. All righty. So, Heather, I have been wanting to tell you that I got. Oh, you did! The little. What do you think? Do you like them? I think we were going to do a deck share too, weren't we? But that would be cool too to do a. And Jackie's Crystal Moon has those too. Maybe we could do a threesome collaboration. Woo! Irene's feisty energy is still with us. Let's see. Significator 1, 2, 3, 4. That was what I should keep to myself. All righty. And where am I coming to this process? Hi, Mona. Long story. Mona, long story. So, Richleen, your significator card is the Three of Wands. So you are in the process of expanding, who you are, your projects, your reading, your channel. So things that you have been working on, planning, strategizing, getting put together is now ready to be expanded upon. Like they say, the world, is all open to us. It's, we have the whole world in our hands. We have horizons ahead of us. I like that in this one here, though. I love the blue because the Three of Wands, even though it's a fire suit, that blue makes me think of our throat chakra also, besides our higher third eye and our higher consciousness. So it's a beautiful expansion of sharing one's voice, communicating messages from spirit, and connecting and moving forward with this new phase, in your life. So your next card. So your first card in the spread is to know, what do I need to know to learn in order to achieve success? You got the Hierophant. So this is about finding mentorship, learning, acknowledging the keys that are within us as well. And I can see this card representing working with others, being a guest on other people's channels, allowing them to be like a mentor, learning the ropes. But for me, this is also very much about to achieve that success is to know that you have the keys, you have the knowledge, and it's where you want to direct your energy. It's like I'm seeing like multiple doors, multiple keyholes, but which one does my key kind of fit into? And sometimes, also what we seek is seeking us. So I think that's really cool. I love this Hierophant card. I love that it's a woman. I kind of wish I could see a key more clearly on here. I don't think I do. But again, it's an acknowledgement of higher learning, spiritual learning, mentorship, and expanding your wisdom, and taking those keys or that key when it presents itself. So your next one, what is I truly desire and where do I need to focus my or direct my energy? I got the Nine of Swords. Okay, so the Nine of Swords is acknowledging that kind of dwelling in worry, anxiety. Um, I just had a phone call come through. Sorry. So again, where do I need to direct my energy? So getting ourselves out of this mindset of fear of loss of relationships, of anxieties, of worries, and again, like with that Hierophant, knowing that everything that you need is within yourself. Jane, how's it going? Have you been? If one of my mods could, are you the key master? If one of my mods could put in Jane's link to her channel in my chat, that would be greatly appreciated. Jane does readings on her channel. She does collaborations with Gerald. She's I think you do a lot of angel readings, Jane. I know you're very connected with Mary Magdalene. It's been a while. We got to hook up. We got to have you on. Play catch up. So yes, Rich Lane, what you desire, where you need to direct your energy. You need to redirect your energy out of this mental focus of worry, anxiety, self-imposed. I know Eight of Swords is usually like a self-imposed, but really, redirecting thoughts and when you need to, call in on your spirit team to help you with this when you have those moments. To dare, what must I dare to undertake, and what must I face without fear? So you got the King of Wands. And so that King of Wands, he knows how to direct energy. So this is a king who is, so when it comes to what must I undertake, what must I face without fear? This is being able to stand firmly in your power. That wand, okay, how do I say this? I don't want to say the word leverage. The wands again are about willpower, inspiration. So this is of inspiring others, not being basically to not being afraid of your own power. This is about learning how to work with your willpower in a grounded and mature and level-headed way, because the King of Wands, they can be very passionate. They inspire others. They inspire ideas and creativity, and they know how to get people motivated. So what this here is learning how to tap into that King of Wands energy and start utilizing that energy for yourself, for your channel, for your readings, and just not being afraid of taking a risk, if that makes sense to you, my dear. So yeah, I'm going to just stop right there with that one. You've been taking time off. I will start back up on with the angels on Sundays. Spirit has been strong. Oh, love and hugs, my dear. So no, it's your channel's up there. So the no, it's okay. You don't want to come and hang out. That's okay too, my dear. Email me. Let me know if you're interested. I'm glad that your connection with Spirit is strong. And thanks for popping in. It was so good to see you, my dear. So next one up is to keep silent. What should I protect and keep to myself? Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is all about, it's known as the betrayal card, though to me that's more like a seven. The fives and the sevens share, very similar energies with me. This is about not having to be right all the time. This is knowing how to pick and choose our battles, you know, correctly. This is, knowing when to, fold and walk away. And so avoiding dramas. So what should I protect and keep to myself, especially too if there are any other dramas that you might get drawn into or that you see or that um, it's just an acknowledgement of watching where our thoughts and our energies and our words are being delivered. Um, so yeah, just basically walking away and not getting involved in the drama llama. Okay, so your last card, thank you. So your last card, let me put these here, is to go, what am I becoming through this process? You got the Nine of Columns. And the Nine of Columns would be the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is again about having that resiliency. Maybe exhausted, kind of tired, a little worn out. But this card acknowledges, still standing after everything that we've been through, everything that we're learning. Because growing isn't always easy. The process of, like with the butterfly, having to go through as a caterpillar into the cocoon and then having to completely dissolve. And then once they awaken, come out of their chrysalis, then they have to wait until, they can get their wings going. So a lot of what we have to go, the pits and the highs, the pits and the lows and the highs. I don't know why I said the pits. That's interesting. But knowing that, through this process of growing and learning and becoming, that we still have that resiliency within us to keep standing and to be able to adapt to situations. So that's what I have for you, Richleen. Thank you, my dear, for letting me read for you. All righty. So thank you, Jax, for doing that for Jane. I appreciate that. So all righty. I freaking love it. Oh, that's awesome. Yes. So yeah, I'll send an email because there was another deck you and I were going to do a share on. I don't know what it is. Which one? I can't remember which one it was. This was just before the holidays, Carolina. And thank you again for that Crow Tarot. I absolutely love that. I use that too. That's one of the decks I use to communicate with Nang Marigna. So I appreciate that. All righty. Okay. You're welcome. Direction. Wait a minute. Whoa. Direction is the better part of valor. Girl, you got some mad like knowledge and stuff. So you got to drop, girl. That's amazing. All right. Well, that was my last read. And boy, those were a lot of cards. I might do that one again for like a collective reading. That was, unless I just cut back. I don't know. We'll have to play, but hopefully those readings. I know someone said recently on one of the channels the word resonates. That's kind of getting overused. And I guess it kind of is. I don't know how else to say it though. I just hope that the readings meant something. Or acknowledge something. I don't know another word. I'll have to look up my word hippo and put in the word resonates and see if I can get another. I like that reading or spread. Yeah. I'll have to make sure that I next time write it out of my journal where I had my cards, because a couple times I was like, no, those were Heather's cards. But yeah. Let's see. You're welcome. Well, it was fun. I want to do something different. That's the creative side of me. So let's see. Today is Thursday. So tomorrow, I don't have a guest for tomorrow night. So it'll be a Friday night hangout. Not sure what topics. But again, it's a Friday night, so anybody wants to come and share, and who knows, maybe Irene might come back and say she went looking for Mr. Honky Tonk. That would be that would be very interesting if you did that. But yeah, it's the end of the week, hang out, chill, talking about what's been going on and doing a few card pulls and whatnot. So, and then this Sunday again, Lennon Smith, writer, reader, witch extraordinaire. I mean, she's a Renaissance woman, so she's going to be joining me for poetry on Sunday. Let's see, this coming Monday. I can't remember what day of the week. I think I'm jumping ahead. I know on Sunday, the 31st, Kristen Louise is going to be joining me for full moon readings. And it's going to be in bulk that day too. So we'll mix some of the in bulk festival in with that. And then we'll progress. We'll see. So alrighty, I won't be up north again for a few weeks. Oh no! Yep, save a horse, ride a cowboy. Would we used to love that band. Shan still listens to them. I can't because they end up becoming Trump supporters. And I don't bring politics on my channel, but that band, Big and Rich, they were all about promoting, acceptance for people, anti-racism. They were absolutely so freaking cool. And then John became a part of Trump's apprentice. And next thing you know, he just completely changed and they played. I mean, it's just, they disgust me now, but I do enjoy some of their songs. And that was a classic. Even Shan's mom loved them. So, but who knows? I just, too bad you didn't exchange phone numbers, Irene. Save a horse, ride a cowboy. Yep, that was big and rich back in the day. So, alrighty, let me just take. Nope, I don't want to take my comments away. Let's just make sure I remember to take that off. There we go. And I wonder if YouTube would save that image. Probably not. Save a horse, ride a cowboy. There you go, YouTube. Let's see. Hey, I have that feeling about JK. Oh, yeah, that's something I'm just not going to get into. But yeah, we all have different perspectives, and we can still maybe try to like other, yeah. I'll just leave it at that. But again, thank you everybody for hanging out with me. Thank you, my mods, for taking care of the troll. Jax, Irene, thank you, all my other mods. And I'll see y'all tomorrow night. And we'll see what we can cook up. So bye, everybody. Have a good rest of your night. And thanks again.